Yeah, thanks, Pat. First of all, we're very excited to have the opportunity to play in this continental tournament that has gained prestige and notoriety more and more over the years. Certainly, we're well aware that no MLS team has ever won the Concacaf Champions League, so that will serve as a great source of motivation. Obviously, it's been I believe 10 years since the last time the Columbus Crew, our club, has been in this competition. I've been in it three times, two with Portland in 2014 and 2016. So I know very well how it can help your team develop, offer great experiences for growth and learning. And yet it's a challenge, a real challenge to face the level of competition that we'll face, to manage obviously the compacted season with our regular season fixtures. Obviously, in this case, to play our first match right out of the gate in a new season in this competition with what looks to be a shortened runway. So we're excited, but obviously we're well aware of the challenges that we'll face on the road to the final and trying to win this competition. It is important to us, and we'll be approaching it seriously. But I know very well, having been in the competition before, that there are a lot of challenges, and what we can't do is start the regular season, the wrong way, because we're throwing so much into this competition. So we have to attack the league and these games in the right way in both competitions. Fortunately, we have a very good roster that will help, which is why we work so hard to build that roster.
Well, coach, so being the champions of the MLS and being the first time that Columbus Crew participates in this, in the Concacaf Champions League, how do you feel about it, and how would you prepare your team? Thank you.
I believe, again, it's a competition that all Major League Soccer, I can speak for Major League Soccer clubs and the coaches, that this is an important competition. This is a competition that all Major League Soccer clubs want to be in, that fight to be in, and only the best get in. So we're honored to be in the tournament. We look forward to it. Certainly facing Esteli, it's going to be a long trip. It won't be easy to travel, the challenges, and that's a big part of this competition. As you go into places you've never been, environments you've never been. In many cases, of playing opponents you know very little about, and you have to have a strong squad, and you have to have a group that can go in mentally strong and manage these situations. In 2014, when I was with the Portland Timbers, we were knocked out by Olympia in the final match of the group stages. It was one of the toughest environments I've ever been in terms of the crowd, in terms of the challenges. And then in 2016, we were knocked out by Saprissa. Same thing. Going into the Monsters Cave. It was one of the toughest environments I've been in. So these are great experiences. I'm hoping to do much better this time around with the Crew, and I know the club, having not been here in 10 years, is really excited about it.
Hey, Caleb, I was just kind of wondering, since you've coached in this competition before, what maybe are the unique challenges in regards to scouting an opponent like Real Esteli? Obviously, now with more information potentially about these opponents, the advancement of technology, I guess just from your perspective and from a scouting perspective, any unique challenges in, getting to know an opponent from Nicaragua?
Yeah, like you said, it's a little easier with the technology now. Being able to go on Y-Scout and watch these matches, even in 2014, I can't remember being able to get much information on the opponents like we can now. But in saying that, I think because this, this first, leg is going to be early in the season, we'll probably know less about our opponent, and we're going to have to, like we always do, focus on ourselves, and then obviously as we get closer, try to dig up as much information as we can that will help us, prepare the best we can for what's to come. But again, having been in this competition, I almost think in some cases it's less about the the scouting, and it's more about the logistics, the travel, how you're going to approach that, where you're going to stay, making sure that you're getting quality accommodations and food. And these are things you take for granted in MLS. We know these stadiums, we know the hotels, we know how we're going to eat. So those are details that for sure we're going to have to get right. And the good news again is we can really focus on this first game, because we know it will be the first game we play this season. And the second game, the second leg at home, will be our second game we play in the season. So usually you're juggling a league game and one of these games on a weekend and then midweek in the first few weeks. So the good news is we'll be able to focus these first two games and this first opponent, and that'll help us because we'll be hopefully a little bit ahead when we play our first league game, because we'll have a couple games under our belts.